Hello again, everyone. Now it's time to join our Granny Squares. I hope you have watched and also crocheted the Labubu Granny Squares from my previous tutorial videos. If you haven't watched them, I will write down the links down below. Before we start joining our Granny Squares, let me tell you what I used. It's milk cotton yarn, which is what I also used for these Granny Squares. For the hook size, I will use a 4mm hook for joining, and later I will switch back to 3.5mm hook to crochet around and also for crocheting the handles. You will also need a darning needle and a pair of scissors. Okay, so I already did the one side. I joined here and then here, and then I wanted to make it bigger, so I just crocheted around using the same technique that I used to grow this granny square. So it's like double crochets in the middle, and in the corner it's a cluster of 2 treble crochet, 2 chain, and 2 treble. So I hope you get the drift, and let's start. Also, by the way, if you like, also you can make the granny squares bigger, so you can make a bigger tote bag. Okay, the only difference will be the number of double crochets in between the corners. And so let's start off with the slip knot, and we join these two first. Okay, so using the back loops only. Okay, let me show you our back loops. So for this one, I'll start off with one chain, this one. This is the back loop. And for this one, this is the corner back loop. Okay, this one is the back loop. Okay, so that will be where I will start joining. Okay, this and this. Okay, so if you have tried doing the sling bag, then it's the same joining method that I used. It's slip stitch method. So first, make sure the yarn is behind. Okay, behind, and we take the back loop of the right one first, the right granny square, the one on the right. Okay, and do this, and then the one on the left, the back loops only, and there, 2 back loops. So now you have 3, and since this, oh, see that is one mistake that you might commit, which I did. It's in front, it has to be behind. Okay, or else you cannot take the loop behind. Okay, back loop only of the corner, then back loop only of the corner. This is the chain before the treble. See, the chain before the treble, and then the back loop. Okay, and then yarn over the working yarn and slip stitch through the 3 loops. There you go. Okay, and then, oops, sorry for the camera wiggling. Okay, let me hold. Okay, don't move, cam. Okay, next, same thing, we do that until the end. Okay, the next back loop and the back loop. So now we have 3, and slip stitch through all these 3 loops. Okay, again, back loop and back loop and slip stitch through all. Okay, 3. Okay. And this is how it looks so far. So let's do it again. If you like, you can work like this, or like with my eyesight, I have to make it closer to my eye. Okay, back loop. And then back loop, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Then back loop, back loop, and yarn over through all 3 loops. Let's do it some more. Back loop, back loop, and then yarn over, back loop. Try not to miss any stitches, or else you'll have to repeat them all over again. And yarn over to all 3 loops. So once in a while you check. So if you made a mistake, then you can easily unravel it and start all over. So now with the working yarns always behind, back loop, and pull through 3 loops. And then so now we can do it faster. Back loop, and pull through 3 loops. This is my favorite method of joining granny squares. And pull through 3 loops, back loop, and pull through all 3, back loop, pull through all 3 loops. Guys, please hit the like button and comment and share. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. You know, I just started my YouTube channel last week. Yeah, and I need a lot of love now. Back loops. Okay. Oh, that yarn is not good. Anyway, pull through all 3 yarns. Back loop. So if this happens, like you've missed out a strand, you can cure it later. Like normally what I do is when I weave in, I kind of look at the imperfections and just weave through them. And then 1, am I still in the camera? Oh yeah. Back loop and pull through 3 loops. I hope you enjoyed crocheting the Labubu Granny Square. It's really fun. And And I've already also made other videos like pizza costume for Halloween. And what else? The sling bag. And soon maybe, because I made a unicorn headband for Labubu. I will show that to you next time also. Actually, it's beside me here. It's a Labubu headband, but I made it into a unicorn. Oh, and the shirt. I can do a video on that next time. Write in the comment what else you would like me to show. And okay, let's, you know, sometimes at first I thought, oh, I have to put in some music, but I remember whenever I watch tutorial videos and they have sad music, I get sad. So I'd rather like crochet in peace, or someone talking to me like I'm talking to you now. So we're almost at the end, okay? See? So if you should have matching stitches. If not, then you have to unravel and check which stitch you missed at this point, okay? So now we will join until the chain 1 of this, and then we continue on to join this, and later we will join this, okay? So one more join for the corner. How are you going so far? Just enjoy this. And last, okay, 1 and pull through 3 loops. So now we take this 2 granny squares and the same thing that we did for the chain before the treble. Get that back loop. Okay, oops, not cooperating. Okay, next, the chain. Where is the chain? This is the chain, and then the back loop. And I just want to show you if I make a mistake, like I didn't put the yarn behind, I'm gonna see in the not in the right position, and I have to repeat all over again. So you have to make sure before you start that your working yarn is in the right position. See this? Behind. If I do it in the front and then I do this, do that, I cannot join. So it has to be behind and in between. Okay. Again, 1 and 2 on the left. Okay, and then pull through all 3 loops. Okay, I have to do it on the table because sometimes my camera goes out of focus. So back when I put the crocheting part near my eyesight, and then it disappears from the camera. If you've watched some of my video, you will, I hope you don't get upset when I do that. I hope I get better in creating videos. And you know, since I just started last week, about 10 days ago, I think, I've been like, before this, I don't know what's a thumbnail, what is a lot of things I don't know about creating a channel. But I have been crocheting for so long and have thought about creating a channel. But then I said, oh, I have to learn how to do a YouTube channel and things like that. But you know what? I kept putting it off for years. So now I just said, I'll just make a video. I'll just make a YouTube channel. And now I'm learning as I go along. So if you're thinking of creating a YouTube channel, even if you don't know much about creating a channel, just make a channel, make a video. And when you enjoy it, like now I'm enjoying editing, making thumbnails. If you enjoy it, then you actually learn fast. Now I know how to edit a bit, but it's just that I haven't decided on like my intro. If you notice my videos, they all have different intros. Might be weird, but anyway, I'm still experimenting. And I don't know why my videos are some are 45 minutes, some are one hour, so long. I don't know if that's normal, but anyway, you can just crochet with me if it's a long video. Like if it's a live video, then probably it's good, right? And then it's like you're crocheting with someone. You can crochet with me. Well, anyway, you can comment. If you think my videos are too long, then let me know. If you think there's something wrong or any suggestions, please write in the comments down below. Okay, and here, how are you with your joining? Okay, for this one, you can make a lining if you have a sewing machine or even hand sewn lining. I have a sewing machine. I probably will sew a lining for this. Actually, you know, there are canvas tote bags that are cheap. I used to have a few to do my granny squares. Oh, this is what happens. See, it's not matching, and I wanted to show this if I make a mistake, because I'm supposed to, and this is supposed to match this, right? Okay, so now I have an extra double crochet on the left. So I wanted that to happen, so I can let you know sometimes if there, I think the missing part is here, because I see or is it, oh yeah, let's try again. Okay, there is one stitch that I missed here because this is an extra stitch. join, 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 join. See, I was correct in that. Now it's good. Okay. Okay, so now they match. You want to see? Nice. And the last join here will be in the chain stitch after the treble. So let's take the back loop of the chain and the back loop of this chain, yarn, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. And now we fasten off chain 1 and fasten off. Okay, you don't need a long tail end. Okay, and tight. And now we join this part. Okay, so again, make sure your working yarn is in between and under the 2 granny squares you're joining. So back loops of the chain, and then yarn over and pull through 3 loops. And now the next one on the back loop of the treble and the back loop of the treble first. And slip stitch through all 3 loops again. Back loop of the treble, the second one. Again. Okay. And yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. And again, now I can hold it like this. Okay, so I want to make sure it's seen in the camera. Okay, back loop, and pull through all 3 loops. Back loop, make sure you don't miss out on back loop, and pull through all 3 loops. Back loop, and pull through. Okay, I think I'll pause and I'll meet you before I reach this middle part. Okay. Okay, so now we're almost in the middle part, and let's continue. Back loop only. Okay, and pull through all 3 loops. Pull through 3 loops and treble. Oh, this is the standing treble crochet that so I need to, it's kind of tricky, my standing treble crochet, to find the back loop. Let me do this. Oh, I'll use this. So my standing treble crochet, this is the back loop there, and oh my gosh, I'm hungry. I got so excited to finish this. Maybe I'll pause in a bit and go out and eat. Okay. Oops. You know, I did a standing treble crochet here. And now I'm supposed to do the chain. This is chain. You see this? Wait, I'll show you. So after the treble, there are 2 chains in the corners, right? So one chain corner we already joined here, but there's still this chain and this chain. Okay, this chain and this chain. So the back loops of that chain we join. Okay. Okay, let's get that back loop and the back loop of this chain and make sure, yeah, there, it's behind. So you can easily take that working yarn and pull through all 3 loops. I don't know, when I weave in something, I'll make sure this one is hidden, that part. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now, what I'll do for this one is I'll just slip stitch over. So the back loop of the chain here, let's do it again. The back loop of the chain, okay, there, and the back loop of this chain there. So we pull through all 3 loops. Now we have crossed the bridge. We've crossed this part, see? And we do our joining again, back stitch, back loop, and pull through all 3. So let's pause here again, and I will meet you before we reach the end of this row. Oopsie. There. And now the last join for this round is the chain after the treble. Back loop. Back loop. And pull through all 3 loops. Okay. So now that's it. Okay. And just to double check, you should have 1 chain here and 1 chain there. So after this, I'm just gonna fasten off chain 1 and cut, chain 1 and cut and pull tight. So next step is to make a big square. So it's simply, I start off here. So for this, I did additional 2 rows. Chain 1, and then starting at the bottom left corner, do a standing treble crochet, yarn over twice, so now you have 3 loops. And then in the chain 2 space, take 1 loop and pull through 2. Now you have 3, and then pull through 2. Now you have 2 and pull through 2 loops. There. So next is Same thing, yarn over twice, and this is the half of the corner. Okay, let me put this yarn here now. Okay, now double crochets. Don't start here, make sure you take that and start here. Okay, so double crochet, double crochet. I think this is 41 double crochets here. I'll just show you until we reach this part also. So double crochet. Let me pause first, okay? Hi everyone, so I just want to show you how I go through the middle part. So continue doing double crochets. So when you reach this, the last treble here, do one double crochet in the space of chain one, see? And now in the middle of this slip stitch, do one double crochet here. Okay, that's the center of the slip stitch, and double crochet, and then again one double crochet in the space here, crochet over the yarn end so you don't have to weave it in later. Now continue doing double crochets on this. Okay, now it's easy to spot them again. Continue doing double crochets. Let's see. Okay. Let's continue until the end. Let me pause. So I'm at the last double crochet here, but if you have done all this granny squares, you know already what I do at the corner. So just treble crochet. It's just the same thing as doing the granny squares of this, except it's bigger, so you have more double crochets in between. Chain 2 and then treble, and then double crochet again, and okay, so double crochet until you reach the corners, then you do the cluster corner here and then end up here. So we're almost at the end of this row. Last, and then half of the corner we have to do here, so treble this time, 2 treble crochets, and just one chain because I started with one chain here. Okay. And then slip stitch on the chain here. Okay, I'll do that here. There, okay. Slip stitch. I'll put this one there. Oh, oops, again. Slip stitch, to end this row. So for the next row, you can do 4 chain to act as your first treble crochet. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then 1 treble, and then double crochets. Let's crochet over the yarn and double crochet all the way here, and then do your corners, and I will see you again just before we end this row. See you. So we're almost at the end of the row, and here is how it's looking so far. And let's do this 5 more double crochets, and 2 treble in the corner, 1 and 2, and 1 more, pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through 2, and 2 chains, 1 and 2, and then since this will be my last row, I will cut this off. Okay, and we've pulled that, and I'll use a darning needle to join instead of a slip stitch. Okay, or you can slip stitch there. So the second one, this is the top of the chain 4, which is like a treble crochet, so I'll do this one, this next one to it, and then a fake stitch over the chain 4, and it looks better than doing a slip stitch, right? Okay, and then time to weave in. So at this point, you might want to do all your weaving ins, like the other threads that are hanging out, so that your work will be neat. I've done mine, so no more threads hanging out. And all that's left to do with our tote bag is join them on the sides. I'll start from this side going to the bottom and over here. And from here, I will do single crochet around. I'm still thinking how many. Probably 1 single crochet, and then I'll start doing my handle with a single crochet. Okay, so let's do that. So you might want to pause and weave in your ends while I will continue filming. Okay, so start with a slip knot, and then once again we find that chain before the treble stitch. I'll show you. So this is the treble, and the chain is here, 2 chains. So I do this chain. Can you see? I do this chain just before the treble. Okay, back loop of that. Back loop of that. So make sure your yarn is behind, in between your big granny. Then the back loop of this chain just before the treble. This one. Okay, this one. So put your hook there. So now you have 3 loops, and then as we've done before, we yarn over and slip stitch through all 3. Okay, next, same. The next stitch, the back loop, the next stitch, back loop, and slip stitch. Next, slip stitch, back loop, and slip stitch, back loop, and yarn over and then your back loop, and slip stitch. Again, next. Okay, I'll do it like this. And you can do any which way you like, so long as you do the right thing. Okay, back loop, and slip stitch. Okay, back loop, yarn over and slip through all 3. Oopsie, I missed a strand there, so I'm gonna repeat. Okay, again, back loop, yarn over and slip through 3 loops, back loop, yarn over and slip through all 3 loops. Let's see how it is now. Okay, let me take this out. I'm gonna boom. Oops, see my plant. Look at my plant. I always put my darning needle here, because every time I put it on top of something, I tend to overlook and look for it, even if it's just there. Okay, so guys, if you are kind of new to this, you might wanna do it like this so you can see easier. Lay it flat, and then back loop, and yarn over and pull through 3 loops. Okay, again, back loop, yarn over and pull through 3 loops. See that? See? Nice to join granny squares like this. Okay, but I like holding it like this, closer to my eyes. So let me pause here and I will meet you before we reach the end of this side. Okay, I forgot to change to my bigger hook just now, but that's okay. No wonder I was thinking, oh, happening? It feels different. So now I'm back to my 4mm just before it gets too far. Okay, I'm gonna switch to my 4mm hook for joining. So we're almost at the end of the corner. Oops. Okay, so for the corner we do the 2 chain, the back loops of the chain. So this is the back loop, so this is the chain, this is the back loop and the other back loop, and next chain, back loop and back loop, and pull through all 3, and now back loop of the treble, back loop and back loop, and pull through all 3, again pull through all 3 stitches. This was the corner end, that's why it's kind of hard. Okay, next back loop, the next treble, back loop, and we finish the corner. Okay, so now we continue the bottom and the side. Okay, and then I'll meet you just before I reach the end of this side. See you. So we're almost at the end. Oh my, where's that stitch? Oh, here. Okay. And here, last join, the last join. Okay, and that's it. And actually, instead of fastening off, I'll just continue doing a single crochet all around. So after you've done your last join in the last chain of this side, let's look at it first. So this is how it looks like, everyone. Imagine all your labubus in one bag. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I want to take a photo. Okay, how to take a photo. I'll pause first. I'm back. I want to show you the other side also. This the other side and this the other side. Okay, so after our last join, our slip stitch join, I'm gonna chain 1. Oh, but don't forget to switch back to your 3.5mm hook. You only use the bigger hook for joining. So a single crochet inside the chain and then continue single crochets all around. And then continue single crocheting all around. And then when I reach this part, I'll show you again where to single crochet. Okay, I'll pause. We're almost at the end of this side. And okay, so this is the treble crochet and this is the chain, next chain. Okay, see that? Okay, and then the middle, which is where the slips, the first slip stitch is, the joining slip stitch. Okay, this one, you can see. Oops. Okay, let's use the needle to poke a hole. There you go. Okay, and single crochet in that middle. Okay, right in the middle, and then single crochet in the chain before that treble. See, that's a more cleaner look. And then single crochet on the treble and double crochet and crochet over this yarn ends so we don't have to leave it in later. Okay, single crochets, single crochet, single crochet, and see you in the other side. See you. So I'm almost at the end, and then single crochet on the chain, and then slip stitch here where we in the stitch which we marked. Okay, slip stitch, and then okay, just do one chain so we remember that. Okay, so now I want to single crochet but together with the handle. So right after the single crochet here in the middle, right after that we count starting on the next 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Oh, is it dark? I'll turn on a light. 11 12 13 14. Okay, so on the 14th we mark that stitch, and then on this side the same thing. This is the middle one, the single crochet over the joining stitch. It's this one. So we start counting on the single crochet of the chain, this one. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. The 14th stitch, we mark it. If you don't have a stitch marker, just use a piece of yarn. Okay, all right, so later I'll do chain here to do the, I don't know how many chains yet I'll do, but anyway, we'll see. Normally I do 100. And, okay, so now it's single crochet for the middle part, single crochet for the side, and then we do 1, 2, we do 14, 3, 4. I forgot, mark the other side also. Okay, I already did it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, 4. That's fourth. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and the last is 14, because I didn't count the middle part, remember? Okay, so 14. Okay, and then we do, let's try 80 chains first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20, 78, 79, 80. Let's see how long this is. 80. Is 80 enough? Normally I do 100, but normally I make big totes. So 80 is good enough. I'll do 85. Okay, so let's chain 85. 81, 82, 83, 84, 85. Let's see. I like long. You can make yours shorter, but oh, maybe 80 is enough, right? 80. My arm is big, it's okay. I'll make mine 85. Okay. If you're on the smaller side, you can probably just chain 80. Then we do on this stitch, okay, don't lose that stitch. So I did 85 chain, okay, and then single crochet here and continue doing single crochets. And once again, my last single crochet will be on this 14th stitch that I marked, okay, and then chain 85 or however many you like. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we continue single crochets. And we're here. Okay, so I've reached the end. Now I'm gonna slip stitch the middle. If you should have marked this in case you're not used to this kind of stitch, yeah, but I normally know where I started. And now we slip stitch again and single crochet, and I mean not slip stitch, chain 1 and single crochet in the same stitch, because that chain doesn't count as a single crochet. So I suggest you mark the first one, and then we do single crochets all around, including the handle. Okay, so when you did the handle, I forgot to tell you, you should make sure it's not twisted. Okay, make sure it's not twisted. Oh, I should have told you earlier. Sorry about that. Let's check this. Not twisted. Yeah, it's not. Normally it's not. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So let's do our single crochets all around. Are you getting sleepy? Earlier I was getting sleepy. Well, doing the sides. Okay. So this is the first one to get, oh, it's okay here. Okay. Last. And then the handle one here. Just take, okay, this is what I normally do. I just stitch one here. Okay, there. Okay. Okay, so this is 80, total of 85 for the handle. 85 single crochets. So continue doing single crochets over the handle and around the bag and over the next handle, and I'll meet you before the end of this row. So we're almost reaching the end part. One more. And then slip stitch in this. Okay, slip stitch. Oh, don't make the mistake of single crocheting this part. This is not actually a stitch. Okay, so normally this one is where you slip stitch. Okay, see, and then let's look at our work so far. Oh, my handle length is perfect. And here, and let's look at the other side. The color combination here is different. See, you can put all your favorite colors of Labubu in one bag. Okay. Oh, so cute. I'll try and make more. Oh, and please follow me in IG. I'm not really good in social media, but I post there before. I mean, quite infrequently, but I think I will try and post more there now. So my IG handle is the same, at Crochet and Honey. Okay, so for this one, I think I'll just do another round and see if it's good enough. If not, then I will do the third round for the handles. Okay, so I think you know what to do now, but make sure after chain one and then single crochet in the same stitch, single crochet, and use the marker so you don't lose this part. Okay, so this one I want to show you. You know, when I was new, I always make that mistake. This is not part that you do single crochet. This is the last one, and then slip stitch here. Okay, so see, looks, that's how it looks. Okay, let's pause. Almost at the end again of this row. Okay, single crochets, and last single crochet is this one. Okay, last one. And then slip stitch here. Okay, nice. And let's see, so I will do another round, and this is probably the last round already. Okay, okay. Okay, I stitched tight, but never mind. Okay, there. So the last row coming up, and it will be finished soon. Slip stitch, one chain and single crochet, and mark. Pause now and see before we end the row. Oh my gosh, we're almost at the end. And this is our last single crochet. And then, yes, we did it. And I'll just weave it in there instead of doing a slip stitch. So this is the first stitch. We go here on the next, okay, and then we'll go over that. Okay, and then what, the last one here. Oh, can you see? Sorry. Okay, there you go. There is our last stitch. Okay, so let's slip this in somewhere here. Okay, and with back here, and that's it. Okay, I'm gonna cut that now. Yes, we did it. I hope you were crocheting with me, and I hope you enjoyed crocheting this Labubu tote bag. I hope to see you again next time. Please do subscribe, like, and comment down below for the other videos that you would like me to make. And I also do other stuffs like plushes and other granny squares. So if you'd like those, please let me know. And see you next time. Bye everyone. Take care.